Hi everyone, it's Julie at the Paper Bag Lady 1, and I thought I would show you an album today that I did for an order. Sometimes I have people ask me what I am going to do with all the random things that I purchase, and this has some of them in them, so I thought I would show you how I use some of those things. This is not particularly full of lots of randomness, but it's got some stuff going on that well, I'll explain as I go along. So anyway, this is a 6x6 paper bag album for an 11-year-old girl who happens to like, as you can imagine, horses. I have made other horse albums in the past, so this is somewhat similar. But anyway, so in the background I have this paper that looks like an old barn. I think it came from Hobby Lobby. There's some other barn paper in here that I think came from Joann's. But that's the place where I got these two papers. This was an image I just got off the internet. I have used actual pictures from, say, an encyclopedia or a dictionary, but I just liked the way this one looked. These are just regular flat flowers that I coffee dyed. Here's some raffia that I picked up at the Dollar Tree. Let's go inside. And as you'll see, it's pretty similar throughout. I tend to make my albums pretty, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know what the word is. I don't want to say standard, but there's really not, I don't get really funky and crazy a lot of times. But at any rate, so this is another image that I got offline. Here's just some plain brown cotton trim that I got at my fabric outlet. It was a huge roll of it. It's not particularly the fanciest trim you'll ever see, but it has proved to be very useful, and I use it quite a bit. And this is just one of those little slider things, and I don't even remember where I got it. I might have gotten it at my favorite little thrift store in a little bag of stuff. I don't even know. But there's that. Over here is a horse, and this is from the encyclopedia. I just took it and glued it down to cardstock and cut it out, and there's my horse. On all the tags I have these little stamps. That came from a stamp set of horses. It's just like a rubbery kind of foamy cushion. The stamp is rubber, but then the part you hold on to is foamy. It looks kind of like a kid stamp set, and I bought it probably for $2 somewhere. I don't like horses. I don't hate them, but they're not my thing. But there was the stamp set, and it was like $2 or something like that, and I thought, all right, I'll get it. I don't know what I was going to do with it, but again, it's proving to be very useful. So even if it's something that you don't necessarily like, you know, you never know when you're going to use it. I sometimes buy a lot of stuff just because it's, you know, a quarter or 50 cents without having a plan for it. And again, stuff I wouldn't normally say, oh yeah, I need to have that. But I make so many different things for so many different themes that I've learned to work with a lot of stuff that is not something I would normally choose. So don't run away from stuff just because you go, oh, I don't really think so. Anyway, so here again we have another horse from the encyclopedia. Over here is just a piece of twine that probably came on a package somebody sent me. I threw it in a box with other bits and pieces, and it looks kind of rustic. And this is just a piece from a children's game of some sort. I don't keep the boxes, so I can't tell you what game it is. I don't think it was a matching game, because I think there was only one horse in the whole thing. But, you know, it might have just been a thing, you know, some sort of game that, I don't even know. I buy so many different children's games and keep them all stashed in a drawer, and every once in a while I pull it out, and it proves to be very handy. And then I popped it so you could tuck things behind there. Over here we have a horse. I bought that at my last thrifty visit, at one of my favorite little thrift stores, and it's a whole deck of horse playing cards, and you know, it cost me $1. Again, it's not my favorite thing. I don't really look at it and go, oh my gosh, I need that. But again, here we go. And this is a very weird kind of trim, if you can tell. I got that at my fabric outlet, a whole big bolt of it. Didn't cost me very much at all. And again, it's not something that I looked at and I said, wow, that is really cool. In fact, personally, I don't find it really very attractive. However, I think it works really well with this kind of rustic horse barn weathered wood thing that's going on. So, and over here we just have another one of those little ribbon slider things and some brown ribbon. Over here, this is a page from a very old children's dictionary, children's picture dictionary. I have used that more often than I can tell you. I cut them up and into the albums they go. Over here is a bit of interesting trim that actually Heather sent me, I believe. Heather, did you send me that? Maybe not. Maybe Amanda sent it to me. Isn't that awful? I can't remember. Anyway, some wonderful person sent me that. And now look, it's perfect in a horse album. And then over here we have some more random trim that I got at the fabric outlet. Again, not because I loved it. It was a good price. Now, I'm not saying just go out and shop willy-nilly just because it's not expensive. I mean, if you don't make anything out of your style, your favorite style, or your comfort zone, you know, there's really no point to it. But like I said, I make a lot of things for a lot of different people in a lot of different styles. And I have learned to use paper that I hate. I have learned to do themes that I hate. And then I'm surprisingly surprised when I'm done with it at how it worked out. So if you want to stretch yourself, you know, go to the thrift store and buy something that you would normally go, I don't really like it. Just to see what happens and have some fun with it. So again, here's another image from the internet, some horses, the last stamped tag, and more of the flowers. And that's it. And that's the end. You know, so it's nothing really fancy. It's not got all kinds of stuff, pockets and flippies and all kinds of things going on, which are really very cool. But it's unique and it uses a lot of different things. You know, and like I said, this one's pretty mild. I've made some albums that are just full of random stuff that I pick up. So this is kind of an idea of what I do with a lot of the stuff that I get when I go thrifting. You know, I've got some ideas for some other things, so I'll be back with other videos once I start getting some more stuff made and show you how you can use some things. I'd like to do a children's book album soon and show you how that all comes together for me. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed. Thanks for watching. I hope you all have a great afternoon and a great weekend. It's Friday, yay! And I will talk to you all soon. Bye.